Big dreams. You can picture the life you want so clearly it almost feels real. The money, the freedom, the confidence, the respect. You watch other people living the life you want and think, I could do that. I know I could do that. Honestly, probably better. But when it's time to actually start, you don't. You say, I'll start tomorrow. Next week will be better. Let me just get through this busy season first. You scroll a little longer, watch one more video, do a little more research, and somehow the whole day's gone. If that's you, fired up in your head but stuck in real life, listen carefully, because this isn't a motivation problem. It's a courage problem. And until you deal with that, your life stays exactly where it is. This is the story of someone just like you. His name was Alex.
Alex was 28 and full of potential. At least that's what everyone always told him. You're smart, you're talented, you could really do something big. And yeah, Alex believed that too. He had business ideas in notebooks, video ideas saved in his phone, workout plans bookmarked, stacks of books about success, discipline, and mindset next to his bed. Every night he went to sleep feeling inspired. Every morning he woke up feeling motivated. And every evening he had done absolutely nothing. I'll start when I have a better plan. I'll start when I feel more confident. I'll start when life slows down a bit. Weeks went by, then months, then years. The scary part? Alex was busy the whole time, answering emails, going to work, helping friends, watching tutorials, learning, consuming, preparing. From the outside, he looked productive, but he wasn't moving forward because being busy is not the same thing as making progress.
One night, Alex met his old college friend Chris for dinner. They hadn't seen each other in almost 2 years. Chris walked in looking different. Not flashy, not rich-looking, just solid, calm, confident. After catching up, Alex asked, "So what are you up to these days?" Chris shrugged. "I started that online business I used to talk about." Alex blinked. "Wait, you actually did it?" Chris laughed. "Yeah, it was a mess at first. Honestly, it kind of sucked, but I stuck with it. Now it covers my bills." Alex smiled. "That's awesome, man." But inside, his stomach dropped. Because he remembered all those late nights in college when they both talked about their future. Same ideas, same ambition, same amount of time. Only difference? Chris had started. Alex hadn't. That night, Alex lay in bed staring at the ceiling. No phone, no music, just silence. And a thought he'd been avoiding for years finally showed up. What if I never actually do anything with my life? Not because he couldn't, but because he never started. The next morning, feeling restless, Alex went for a walk. No destination, just trying to clear his head. He ended up at an old outdoor gym in a park. Rusty bars, faded paint, the kind of place most people walk right past. An older guy, maybe late 60s, was there doing pull-ups. Slow, controlled, focused. Alex watched between sets. Finally, the guy dropped down and noticed him. "You gonna train?" he said with a grin, "or just think about training?" Alex laughed, mostly thinking. The guy nodded. "Yeah, that's where most people stay." They started talking. His name was Ray, retired military, still showed up to train almost every day. Alex found himself opening up about his goals, his plans, and how frustrated he was with himself. Ray listened, then said something that hit hard. "You don't have a motivation problem. You have an identity problem." Alex frowned. "What does that mean?" "You still see yourself as someone who's going to do things," Ray said, "not someone who actually does things." He pointed at the pull-up bar. "Most people walk past that and think, man, I should start working out." Doers walk past and think, all right, let's knock out a set. Same bar, different identity. Alex didn't say anything. Ray kept going. "You're in love with the idea of your future self. That version of you is disciplined, confident, successful. But right now, you're protecting your ego by never trying." Alex swallowed. "So what do I do?" Ray stepped closer. "You lower the standard and raise the consistency. Stop trying to be impressive. Start trying to be consistent. Your goal isn't to build a huge business. Your goal is to work on it for 30 minutes today. Your goal isn't to get ripped. Your goal is to show up and do 10 ugly push-ups. Your goal isn't to be great. Your goal is to stop being the person who never starts. Then, Ray said the line Alex would never forget. Confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself, especially the small ones. Right there, at that beat-up park gym, Alex did something different. No big plan, no waiting for Monday, no YouTube research spiral. He grabbed the bar and tried one pull-up. He barely moved. His arms shook, his face turned red. Ray just nodded. Good, now you've started. That night, Alex went home and opened his laptop. Not to watch, not to plan, to work. He set a timer for 20 minutes and worked on his idea. It was messy, slow, kind of confusing. But when the timer went off, he had something he hadn't had in years. Proof. The next day, he did it again. 20 minutes. The voice in his head said, "This is pointless, it's too small, you're not getting anywhere." But Alex had learned something. Small and done beats big and imagined. Every time. Days turned into weeks. 20 minutes became 30. One pull-up attempt became 2, then 3. One page of work became 5, then 10. Nothing looked impressive, but everything was real. 3 months later, Alex wasn't famous. He wasn't rich. He wasn't perfect. But he was different. He had momentum. And momentum will take you further than motivation ever will. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. You're not stuck because you don't know enough. You're not stuck because you need a better plan. You're not stuck because you're unlucky. You're stuck because you're avoiding the phase where you're bad, slow, and uncomfortable. You want Chapter 10 confidence with Chapter 1 effort. That's not how this works. Everyone you look up to once felt exactly like you do right now. Unsure, scared, not ready. The only difference? They started anyway. So here's what you do. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel motivated. Today, you take one small, undeniable action. Open the document, film the messy first video, do 5 push-ups, send the message, work for 15 minutes, build the ugly first version. Not to impress anyone, but to prove to yourself that you're not just someone who talks about it. You're someone who does. And once that shift happens, everything changes. So stop waiting to feel confident. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Stop waiting for the right time. Your future is built on actions that feel too small to matter, but stacked together, they change your whole life. If this hit, don't just nod and scroll. Prove it. Right after this, take one action toward your goal. Then come back and comment, "I started." Not "I will." Not "I'm thinking about it." I started. Because dreamers talk, doers start. Which one are you going to be starting today?